Greetings and God bless. I just wanted to talk about my experience with Xfinity Comcast. My dad had a mobile phone, an Xfinity Mobile, and he also had the landline internet TV service. Now, it's confusing. When you're a customer, you do not study the organization chart of a confusing company. And so he was having difficulty when the lockdowns started, and so Xfinity Mobile, as well as the Xfinity landline TV, they wouldn't give him a paper bill. Now, not every 85-year-old elderly person is up on the internet. Not every elderly person has good vision and the ability to figure out these things. I am fairly savvy, and I had the darndest time. It was just excruciating trying to figure out the shell companies that Xfinity Comcast is. So they were confusing, and they didn't give my dad a paper bill. And they're just incompetent because they're hiring who knows who in some other country where it's English is a second language, and those people, the people that are working, if you ever get a hold of somebody, they have no power. So it was a very challenging thing for them, for the employees working the customer service. They couldn't figure out stuff, do anything. So during the lockdowns, for like several months, Xfinity did not inform my dad that he had a bill of a mobile phone that he didn't have. Now, we thought my dad had made a mistake. My dad thought, because he didn't know the tablet he had was different than a mobile phone, so he thought it was payment for the use of the tablet. And Xfinity people don't know anything. They don't even know how to use their software. They don't know how to use their application that's online. Customers are supposed to basically be doing Xfinity's work for them. That is what I've had to do. And anyway, so they ended up charging my dad like $2,000 that he didn't owe, because when I looked into his Xfinity mobile account, there was nothing there. And so I've been and the last couple years of trying to deal with Xfinity has reduced the quality of my life, reduced the quality of my dad's life, and our family interaction overall, because Xfinity it's just so incompetent. And they just don't know what they're doing. And so anyways, my father passed away, and Xfinity will not close the account. They want my ID. They want some other kind of documentation. They're not happy with the information that I've informed them that my dad has passed away. The account holder has passed away. No. And the thing is, there is money that can be harvested from we all have a trust account. So this horrible company, I hate Xfinity Comcast with a passion. They are just despicable. Whether it's Xfinity Mobile, Xfinity Comcast, and these vampires, these vultures. So they will not. They've been charging my dad's account and trying to bother me now, because they just want to harm people. They just are harassing people. And so I had when I realized that my dad had been charged for a mobile phone he wasn't using, and he paid Xfinity Mobile. I had talked to somebody at Xfinity after many hours, and she figured out it was a problem. She said it was like the biggest corruption, or the biggest, I don't know what the word is. And she said she was going to get back to me. She never got back to me. I called time and time again and didn't hear from her. So I figured, okay, Xfinity Mobile, just was like, oh, this is what we do. We terrorize elderly people and get them to pay money for things that they didn't use. And no, who's going to stop Xfinity Mobile? Nobody's going to care. Nobody's doing anything to fight Xfinity Comcast. They don't have to have integrity. They don't. They clearly don't. They're just some big mafia thing that they're just going to terrorize users. So I just really warn you: do not have anything to do with Xfinity, Xfinity Mobile, Xfinity Comcast. Horrible company. I mean, like they make you sorry that you ever use their product. So, um, so I had talked to this lady at Xfinity Mobile. She saw that it was a problem. She saw that I was right. She never got back to me. I don't know. She probably was told to forget about it. So I'm trying to close my dad's landline account now. And now the cell phone part, Xfinity Mobile, is calling me today about something that was like a year and a half ago that they should have called me. I'm like, they have given me a nervous breakdown. Xfinity, Xfinity Mobile, Xfinity Comcast. Seriously, you do not want to deal with this company. They are driving you crazy. They are. It's absolutely like this is not just. I mean, it's just how does a company be so incompetent? So and because they don't, it doesn't matter. Like you're at their mercy and they will not let you go. Like I tell them my dad's dead, my dad's dead. I give them the evidence, but no, they want to just still bother me. So, and when a company is so bad, when a company is just so maddeningly, soul destroyingly evil, and good people work for it because good people want, they want their paycheck. It's just like, it's just hard to like the thing is the guy was like his guy Paul from 888-934-64989. Oh, and he was recording me. That he was calling to try to solve something when I spent so much time, so many hours, so much effort, and like when you've been kind of tormented by something, like you can't trust it. Like so they're gonna fix something now that their customer's dead. What are they gonna do? Just waste my time. Like that's what I feel like Xfinity Mobile and other companies like this, they waste your time and they deplete your soul and they break your heart. They're evil. They're criminal companies. They look all respectable. The CEO, you meet, oh, you're the CEO, like oh my gosh. I mean, I don't even know what to say, but it's just maddening. Like I'm just trying to close my dad's landline account, and somebody from another department that ignored me, that blew off my dad's $2,000 a year and a half ago. Now they're trying to reach out to me. I mean, I just can't believe this company. And the thing is, like, ordinary people are not prepared for the bullshit that Xfinity Mobile, Xfinity Comcast delivers on their products, on their everyday products, and it's just they're practiced evil, they're practiced torture, mental torture. It's it's like you need an expert to have to handle, because the average working class person, the average entry level person who's using this product does not have the know-how to navigate the just complex corruption and obfuscation and incompetency that Xfinity Mobile Comcast does. It's just they make it so impossible that you just suffer, like you're just gonna suffer. And there's no help, like there's no customer service thing because nobody cares. So anyways, folks, avoid Xfinity Mobile, avoid Xfinity Comcast, avoid Comcast because they're big, they're evil, they're known to be evil. Just look up the top 3 worst phone companies. This is one of them. And it's like you're at their mercy. And I did not have an account with them, but they're now harassing me because I was trying to help my dad because the Comcast Xfinity employees weren't helping my dad. And so you are punished for having an interaction with a Comcast customer if they know, because then they're like tracking you down and recording you. I just don't get it. I mean, it feels like telecommunication companies are like torture uh, hubs, because you just think, oh, I need to make a phone call, but telecom is just it's just like it's like I got turned off. It was Verizon, and I kept on getting telemarketing calls, spam calls, like spoofing calls, phishing calls, where you pick up and there's nobody there. And Verizon had no no way to handle it. And I was getting that like a dozen calls, I don't know, a day, a minute. And I even changed my phone number. And within like seconds of my new number, I was getting the spam spoof phishing calls, which made me think that all those telemarketing calls, spam, spoof, phishing calls are actually through like I think that the telephone companies are actually in cahoots with that, because if you look into the customer protections, number one, there's no real customer protection against spam, spoof, phishing calls, and telemarketing calls. There's very little like accountability held. And so I think that telecommunication companies are actually involved in this aggravation and harassment and just constant wearing away of anybody with a phone line. Just that constant irritation, because that's what it does when people have their smartphones on or their phones ringing all the time, and it's nothing. It's nothing. It's spoofing. It's phishing. It's telemarketing, right? Like that does not make for a good mindset. And yet people need their phones for emergencies. They need their phones for work. So I think telecommunication companies are some conspiracy, literally, like against the peace of mind of just people. And it just doesn't seem like there's any protection for consumers. And I'm just like, I just have no faith in these companies and these employees. And they do not deserve my time. And the thing is, it's like they lure you with this illusion that maybe there's justice, maybe there's humanity, and then they waste your time and make you feel like an idiot. And they're just to get a piece of you. So yeah, I really do not like any telecommunications company. There's just something really nefarious about them. So I do like VoIP. I do like prepaid phone, and I think other apps are good. And hey, using stamps and writing letters and emails and doing video conference calls, I think that's a good alternative, because there's just like telephones and just telephone companies, man. It's just like it's up there with like property management companies, just really really bad, really abusive, and it doesn't seem like there's any protection for consumers. Um, so, anyways, just wanted to share and really give you a warning. So, thanks for watching.